Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, gentlemen. I have to confess I was a little bit dismayed to see that the President's budget request included procurement for only one destroyer, down from the usual 2 or 3 under previous administrations. I heard just yesterday from General Dynamics in a public setting that this weak demand signal, if approved by Congress, would trigger layoffs at Bath Iron Works as soon as next year. So imagine my surprise when I next received the U.S. Navy Shipbuilding Plan, which said the department seeks congressional authority to build ships with foreign labor in foreign yards. And sir, I've read the plan. You aren't just proposing sending American workers to learn from foreign builders, which as an aside, I don't think you would want to go to a yard of American workers and tell them that you think they need to go overseas to learn their craft. On page 37, it says you want to build hulls in foreign yards, and you specifically say you intend to seek authority in this year's defense bill to build entire ships and hulls of others overseas. Stop and think about that. In the same year that American shipbuilders might get laid off, the U.S. Navy wants to employ foreign workers. Good luck selling that as anything but a one-for-one trade-off. I can't believe the Navy would even consider it, and it would be an absolute shame if the Congress approved it. Secretary Hegseth was before this committee just a few weeks ago, and we talked a little bit about shipbuilding, so I've already heard a part of the justification, the backlog of ships. I don't blame the Navy for wanting more surface ships in the fleet, but sir, there are no shortcuts to building a first-class combatant ship. I've stood on foreign ships before, and compared to ours, I thought it felt like it was made out of plastic. I kid you not. I think you'd have a hard time going to your sailors and asking them how they feel about going into a fight, essentially on a hunk of junk. I would challenge the administration to claim that American shipbuilders don't build it best, especially the shipbuilders from my state, where everyone knows the phrase, Bath built, best built. There's many levers the Navy could pull to speed up ship construction, but you know what you absolutely do without, and that's experienced shipbuilders that know how to build it right. Walk the shipyards and talk to the workers, and you will get a sense that the work going on there stands upon the shoulders of generations of shipbuilding knowledge, and the skill set to build top-notch ships at pace just doesn't happen overnight. The country needs to protect this core national security asset, shipbuilders with the knowledge base and skill sets to build our naval fleet. The Navy sees an opportunity to build faster with foreign labor. I see nothing but risk. And given the justifications offered, I just don't see how the juice is worth the squeeze. The backlog is nothing, in my opinion, but a present-day demand signal that incentivizes shipyard investments in both infrastructure and in the American shipbuilder. In the past few years, I have watched Bath Iron Works carry out a recruitment campaign. They've trained young shipbuilders, and they've successfully increased their rate of production year over year coming out of COVID, and they aren't done making progress on that front. But now this proposal would literally pull the rug out from underneath them, and it's not just BIW. This proposal would send work overseas across multiple platforms. This administration has said over and over that it will prioritize American manufacturing. How could those goals possibly square with a request to offshore American fleet production? Every hull that gets sent overseas weakens America's shipbuilders, making it harder for them to maintain the capacity, knowledge, and technical skills necessary to build and maintain the fleet that your sailors are going to go to war in. This proposal weakens America's industrial base. It would weaken our American supply chains, and most importantly, it puts at risk the benefits of innovation that happen only on deck plates. And I'm not talking about engineers or AI. I'm talking about the type of innovation you get from a shipbuilder. To send any portion of our shipbuilding overseas would be a complete failure. There's no way I will support that proposal, and I hope that my colleagues in this Congress join me in opposing it. Even better would be for the Navy to withdraw it, rethink it, and come back with a plan to strengthen American shipyards.